If Poland gives away all of its MiG jets, where does that leave the country's defence?
That's a very good question, Phil. I had a conversation with a defense analyst, and she told me about what she feared was the risk of demilitarization in Europe as a result of the war in Ukraine, as Western allies, chief among them European countries, pledged and delivered more sort of heavy weaponry and armory to Ukraine, that they were in effect depleting their own stockpiles. And she said, if you just point back to the NATO Secretary General's words last year, where he said these stockpiles would take years to replenish. So there are concerns that all of these efforts really are leaving Europe in a precarious position, especially if you take into account the fact that a lot of these militaries have been underfunded over the recent years. So there is concern on that front. But for Warsaw, all resources necessary must be thrown at the efforts to defeat Russia in Ukraine and to have Ukraine win that war. And that is effectively the message that Poland's leaders have been taking to the EU stage, to fellow NATO members, that everything must be done to give Ukraine that victory. And we also heard today from the Polish president that at that NATO summit coming up in the summer, that he will be taking the message that more security guarantees need to be secured for Ukraine.
Okay.